Swimming is, repetitive overhead activity, and the most common thing is shoulder problems. Some athletes have an element of underlying laxity in the shoulder that can play some role. In fact, maybe one of the reasons they're great athletes, but at some level it can start to become problematic. Rotator cuff tendonitis, a lot of this is kind of overuse type of shoulder problems are very common. We see a fair amount of back issues as well in swimming. The hyperextension forces in butterfly and breaststroke also lead to low back discomfort, and there can be stress fractures in the lower spine and even disc problems. These Olympic athletes, some of them they're mature athletes. They're in their 20s, late 20s. We have athletes now in their early 30s at this level. As such, they're a little older athletes, and so there is some wear and tear type of issues that are part of the sport at this level. To have a level of discomfort, say in the shoulder in swimming, that's very common. It's kind of part of the deal and expected. Their job, you can usually kind of get a sense of sort of normal pain, training pain, versus this is something different, I should be worried pain. And so, but that's where our job is, to be there, to be able to evaluate the athletes, look at them. We try to see those athletes before we even leave for overseas. So anything needs to be done as far as imaging studies, things like that can be done. So,
the swimmers have to really pay attention of building a solid foundation of strength. And a solid foundation of mobility, which may sound odd, but they may be classified as hypermobile individuals, but with that hypermobility comes tight muscles, because those muscles try and stabilize a joint. So I think certain things with swimmers that you have to look at is certainly posture and training those scapular muscles or those shoulder blade muscles, which will then help to put your arm in the proper position for swimming. So swimmers it's certainly a challenging population, and they need to sometimes they need to get out of the water and do more dry land training than being in the water all the time.